Welcome to Eric Funk's Vintage Sportsman.
Hey guys, I'd like to introduce you to my archery shop here and give you a little shop tour and show you some of my Bear Archery collection and artifacts and things that I have here. I think you'll find it interesting. Some neat stuff I have. It's a little cluttered at the moment. I like to try to keep it a little neater, but we'll show you around and show you what we have. I think you'll really like it. Okay guys, we're about to show you some things here, our prized possessions from our collection. Obviously when I went to a place called Grasshaven, all you guys know, these Bear Archery guys know about Grasshaven, and it was private property, so it was strictly by permission only, and the caretaker brought us to the swamp, and I was able to find some cool artifacts down there, so we'll show you what we got. Here we got some arrows from the swamp of Grasshaven here. And I don't know who shot them. It could have been Ben Lee, it could have been anybody. And they call it the Ball Buster stand. Each stand had a name. And I don't know what these arrows, if they were from the 70s or the 80s. They're aluminum shafts. And you can tell these old aluminum arrows. You remember back in the day, you know, you guys that shoot them compounds, we all remember these aluminum arrows. And there's the old Bear logo, Bear Metric Hunter. And then they have, it's an Easton shaft. So see if I can focus in on that. There we go. Let's see if it focuses. It says Easton 8.5 millimeter. I don't know if you can see that or not, but these old aluminum shafts. But back in the day, so somebody shot these at Grasshaven at one of those legendary trips, and now I have them. And here we have a broadhead given to me from Joe Smock, whose father was Bob Smock, who was worked at Bear Archery, and Joe is in one of the catalogs if you look as a little kid, and he was just a real nice guy. And these Bear broadheads here, the razor head was, one side isn't sharpened, which is pretty cool. So it left the factory without getting the one side grinded. So it's kind of like an odd kind of little oddity, but what a nice guy Joe was. Boy, he showed me some cool things he had in his collection. And Joe was a guy who used to drive Fred to Grasshaven, pick him up from the airport. And if you look at that Grasshaven video, you hear him talking about Joe. He might even be in there in the video for half a second, probably. And he gave me a nice couple of arrows he had in his collection. And what a nice guy. If you're out there, Joe, thank you very much. I appreciate what you did for me, giving me a little bit of a Bear Archery tour, so to speak. So it's just pretty cool stuff, some old artifacts. So we'll show you some more stuff, so stay tuned. These are made by Rose City Archery under license to Bear. And you can see they have old Fred there. And just beautiful, beautiful craftsmanship. So that's one of my prized possessions there. I love that. That is nice. And they even replicated the box there. So replicated the old box. The old Bear arrows. And here is my quiver, which is a Nimrod quiver. Added some patches to it. Cleaned it up real nice. Good clean quiver. And yeah, she's real sweet. Got my arrows down in there, ready to go. And my archery box here. I bought this at a garage sale and refinished it. Added some patches. A little picture of Fred. And different things there. That's the old traditional Bear Archery group on Facebook. Great bunch of guys. If you're a Bear Archery person, that's the place to go. And just all my various junk. You know, when you have a shop here, you got all kinds of junk. And I got my Bear Archery collection of videotapes. And here's a picture of the backwaters behind Fred Bear's house when I was there. Private property. I was lucky enough to get permission there years ago, so you can't really go there, but I was able to get permission there in the factory, and by permission only. So anybody thinking of going there, you gotta double check. And here's some stuff here, different things. Spike's Keg and Nails, if you're from Grayling, Michigan, you know that. And just all kinds of stuff. The old Bear feathers. They used to come like this back in the day. Back in the day, this is how feathers came. 1950s and 60s. Which is nice. And here's another thing. Wonderful. If you look at this, try to get it out in the light here. It's actually a paycheck. Someone's paycheck. Bear Archery Company, Grayling, Michigan. 1967. So someone brought home $829. I don't know if someone out there do the math how much that was back then, but I'm sure it was a lot of money. That ain't a bad chunk of change. I'd take it nowadays. And then I have some other artifacts here. This here is the original packaging, and I'll show you this. I'll take it out of the package for you. Okay, Bear Archery Company. Someone bought a bow many years ago, in a long time, 1952. So, show it to you in the light a little bit better. So, the old Bear logo, that's I bet you, yeah, early 50s. So we have that. We have your instruction guide. Bear deserves this care. And it will tell you all the instructions. There we go. Bear Archery Company, Grayling, Michigan. See if it'll open up. Yep. Tells you all the instructions. Stringing your bow. Doing all the stuff. And they even have the whole Bear warranty card. Another one here, 1955. With the guarantee on the back. With the serial number. If I could find the bow with the serial number on it, that would be pretty cool. And this is the package that it all came in when you bought a Bear bow. You know, this was the envelope that it came in. And then here, I have some old receipts from Bear Archery that come in. And these are pretty cool. I have a couple of them here. Bear Archery, Grayling, Michigan. And these are, I guess this company must have bought something from Bear. Must have been a dealer. So this is back in the day. So, yeah, we'll show you some more. Stay tuned. Here's a whole load of brochures, hunting and fishing catalogs. And we have all your Bear Archery stuff here. Bear bow deserves this care. Little pamphlets. Bear hunting with bear razor heads. Bear Archery equipment, 1965. Bear arrows. These are all little pamphlets. When you open them up, they would have all kinds of things with Fred in them. And the guys hunting. See that there. Fiberglass design. Old Fred. Pictures. Different things. So these are the little things they would come out with. Another one, Bear bows. And these things are highly collectible nowadays. And they're really a lot of fun to collect. And they are interesting to read. They're just really cool. Bow fishing, that was another thing that they had. Bow fishing. And this was one of the first ones I got here. Different things that they had. And you'd open them up and they have a message from, this is how the marketing that was so good at the time. You know, they were just little mini catalogs. So they were real fun to collect and really interesting to read. But we have them all here. It's like a treasure trove. And I have a little Browning there. I found that somewheres. Maybe my uncle had a Browning bow at one point, so I don't know where it came from, but we had that. And thank you, Chuck Buckowitz, gave me these nice spare glasses. And this I got, had a wild bowstring wax. That's the way it used to come originally back in the day. They used to make things not plastic and junky. They made them good. I mean, they had fine advertising and fine products back in the day. And yeah, it's just beautiful. So that's part of my collection here. And I have my little workbench over here where we just lean back, and this is the archery shop. Just a place to relax and hang around. And hope you enjoyed this little tour. And I'm going to show you one more little artifact that we have. It was one of my prized possessions. So stay tuned and you'll be ready to go. Here we have from the desk of Fred Bear. This actually came from Fred's desk, and I guess to Floyd Eccleston, 2 Art Young field points, and an Fred Bear Broadhead, 1927. I guess it's a Fred B. Bear Broadhead. He typed it out, and I ended up buying this on eBay, I think it was, but that's pretty cool. Just to think that Fred typed this out, so that's a pretty cool thing to have, my prized possession. Here is my signed arrow, Grayling, Michigan, 2003. Thank you to Pete Kosifas. And this is where I met Charlie Kroll, and he signed an arrow for me in his kitchen, which was pretty cool. And it was a Bear arrow. And there it is. The man, Charlie Kroll, Bear Archery. So that's pretty cool. That is cool. So as you can tell, we live for this stuff. I love it, and it's a lot of fun. I also collect farm signs, as you can see. But yeah, so we like all that stuff. Of course, you gotta collect classic beer cans and farm tractors and all kinds of neat stuff. So it's a lot of fun. Basically like a mini hunting camp in here. You can't have a hunting camp, you can't afford one, you build one in your house. So that's it. That's as good as it gets there. So I hope you enjoyed this little tour of my little cramped space, but it's a lot of fun, and we are set for bow and arrows. We love bows and arrows. So alright guys, take care and God bless.